Good morning. Thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Somewhere along in our life, we heard a phrase or a quote. We maybe read a quote, or we heard a speech that somebody said something that really resonated with us, that it impacted us such a way that we took those words and we almost lived our life by those words. That happened to me a while back, about 25 years ago. When I was a financial advisor of a brokerage firm, the owner of the firm was doing a meeting. And during conducting the meeting, he said these words, "Your actions speak so loud, I can't hear a word you're saying." Wow, I can't tell you how those words resonated with me at the time. Your actions speak so loud, I can't hear a word you're saying. I wrote that down, and that day committed to show up that way in my life and every manner. Think about those words for a moment. Those of you who own an organization, at some point in time, I'm sure you put an ad out there looking for someone to fill a position. And you got tons of resumes back. And those resumes were really glory with all the fine attributes of that individual. And you sat down with them and they talked about what they did in their previous employment and what they brought to the table and what they're going to bring to the table in your organization. And you hired them, only to find out they never did show up and live up to the expectations to fulfill of what they spoke to you. There were more words than action. When you have employees or just somebody you're doing business with says, "I'll have it to you by Friday at 4. Then all of a sudden Friday at 4 comes, you don't see it. Or Monday morning, "I will be there at 8 o'clock sharp." 8 o'clock, they're not there. Now as a coach, many people speak to me about all these challenges they have in their organization and what they like to do and what they're going to do. And they'd really like to sit down with me to talk about that, to see if I could help them filter through some of the challenges and decisions they're looking to make. And to earn the right to sit with me, all they have to do is take 20 minutes and fill out a questionnaire so they can get clear on where they're going. And also that questionnaire filled out gives me the opportunity to take a step back and really understand where they're at so I can be prepared with the solutions specifically for them. "Mike, I'll have it to you Friday by 4. Or no later than Monday." It never shows up. No big deal on my part, but here's the challenge. When you don't show up, when you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, how you do anything is how you do everything. So where else is that showing up in your business and your life? And how is that holding you back from moving forward to get you to where you need to go? So you got to be really conscious of how you're showing up. Now on the flip side, could you imagine an organization that would take the mantra of "your actions speak so loud we can't hear a word you're saying," and everyone in that organization stepped up and showed up in that way and did what they said they were going to do, the way they said they were going to do it, when they said they were going to do it, without waiting for approval from the owner of the organization? Could you imagine that type of productivity and ownership and accountability, how that begins to filter down to the bottom line and the margins and the profits of the organization and the efficiency of the organization? Mind-blowing. So if you have a phrase that isn't necessarily serving you, adapt one that is. Also, if you like this one, "Your actions speak so loud, I can't hear what you're saying," adapt it. But also at the same time, I ask you to consider, if you have any phrases that really impacted your life, put them in the comments below. I'd really love to meet them. I hope this morning has been valuable to you. I know this has been valuable for me for the last 25 years of serving how I run my life. But I also want to thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I really appreciate it. And I want to wish you a productive and profitable day. Go get them. Thank you.